Okay, let's go.
So what's going on?
Dude, so much.
Really?
No.
Oh, you got to work this week?
I do, yeah. Well, I work today and tomorrow, and then I'm off until Saturday.
Oh, that's nice. I'm today, tomorrow, and then off Christmas, and then back to the grind right the next day.
I took PTO, so we go to the Dells every year on Christmas, so.
Yeah, I guess I could have done something like that too, because when they hire you and you're like, hey, listen, I already had obligations. You can use that right when you get hired. You know what I mean? Like kind of a negotiation of a contract. Like, hey, I need these days off that first year.
Oh no, the day I get hired, I got 2 weeks of vacation.
Yeah. So I mean, oh, you did? I think we had to. I have to occur mine. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think that maybe they give them to you ahead of time, and then you get it's kind of like IXX. We'll give them to you, but you owe us them back.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. I know I did work that in when I originally got hired because I had
Don't act like that. Listen to me.
A few days off.
Don't act like that. We should get treated better.
Yes.
We don't. That should be normal for any job. You shouldn't have to negotiate in. You know what I mean? Not saying that your job's shit. I'm saying this goes for all employers. You know what I mean? Why we get treated like little kids?
Yep.
It's like, because that's a long time. If you think about that, dude, that's a long time to be at a place, and only get like a week or two off. And you're there for an entire year, and not just some jobs. You're there too, like 8-10 hour days.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, would this make you mad? I know somebody.
Okay.
That
who do you know?
I don't know. You're right. Totally. This is a Reddit story.
Who do you fucking know?
You're right. You're right. You're right. No, this person works at a place, and she's been there for a long time, right?
Okay.
And she's training a person, and this person that she's training, she found out training for not like to share the same responsibilities, like another person that's doing training her. She's making $5 more an hour than her.
Oh,
and you've been there for years. How would?
No, you go straight to HR.
You would,
boss, and say nope. I want what they're making, or I'm out.
Yeah, but then it's like a this is why they say if you're not leaving every 2 years of your current job, and even going to the same position of your job, just a different company, you're just losing money.
Yeah,
that girl came in.
Means nothing.
It doesn't. And that girl came in, and she's like, well, I want this, whatever it was. Say it was $25 an hour. Yeah. The person was making 20, and they're like, okay, well, we can't find anybody. And this low is why companies are like, we don't talk about our salary. And I've never worked. Show me a company that when the last one that we worked at, there was like, we don't talk about our salary. I've never worked at a company that said, hey, be open about your salary. Have you?
No, they don't want you to be. Nobody wants you to be open about your salary. And it's illegal to tell you that you're not supposed to. Or it's not illegal, but there's a law. Either way, you can't legally you can't tell your employees that they can't, or you can't punish your employees for something along the lines of like, there might be a company policy saying you can't talk about pay with other people, but like legally you can. Legally you can talk about your benefits with other employees.
Well, and I understand why the company doesn't want you to. And then they scare you. It's like, well, I don't want to let people know, because then they're going to go complain, and then we're all out of a job.
Well, that's what we've been conditioned to believe is that. Oh, sorry, I had a little burpies.
I just saw a hand come up on your back. Like somebody was burping you.
I wish somebody would burp me sometimes. But we've been conditioned.
Yeah, do you do that? I wish sometimes I could suckle on a breast to put me to sleep.
That'd be neat. I'd probably get bored.
Yeah, just think low. If it's not sexual, non-sexual,
like your mom's?
You just want a breast to suckle so you can fall asleep.
Yeah. I mean, I'll get on this with you and say, yeah, totally non-sexual, but there's not a chance that I would platonically suck on a breast to go to sleep. Like a buddy of mine.
So if it was your mom, you would go to town.
I don't. Well, now you've turned it into where I'm already sucking the breast, and now I have to do something about it.
Well, you said it. You said you'd go to town on any breast you're sucking.
Yeah, but
you're the one that brought up mom.
You're right. A lot of this is my fault.
Yeah, man.
I guess yes.
All right, so we figured that out.
Okay, so yeah.
So what do you do? Like, okay, so $5 an hour, you find out. Do you go directly to your boss and say, I'm out? If you don't, wouldn't you be fucking pissed?
Yeah, you'd be mad. I think you go to your boss and say, yeah, I want that, or I'm going to start looking for other positions.
Yeah.
Because we've been, like I was saying before, we've been kind of conditioned to believe that if you talk pay with your, like if somebody finds out that you make more than them, that they're going to go to their boss and say they don't deserve that much money and they're going to take money from you, and that just doesn't happen. They'll go to the boss and say, I want as much as them.
Yeah.
Like nobody's ever going to complain. I can't say nobody, but there's a good chance that nobody's going to complain that you're making too much instead of them saying, I want to make more.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was thinking about this today. For some reason, I think it's because we've done this job in radio now. I constantly say on air. I don't think other podcast people say on air, do they?
I don't think so either.
Do you say it all the time too? My wife says it
on the air. Yep.
But this is what I'm saying. We've been doing this radio thing, and then when we came in and started doing the podcast thing, it kind of feels like we're doing the same thing. I mean, different with rules and all that, but just what I'm saying is, I forget this is, what do you call those? A side hustle.
Yes.
Almost. Because I'm always looking for a side hustle, and I have to remind myself that you and I do a side hustle. We do that right now, and that's weird. And because I guess I'm programmed to think this is the full-time gig, and my side hustle is the other job.
Yes.
Yeah. And also I found out that my wife, because she makes good money, she's my side hustle too. We got a couple side hustles.
Yeah, I mean, your wife is your side hustle. Does she pay you for sex?
Well, she's just a side hustle, man. It's like she's out doing her thing. Because if I didn't have her, we wouldn't be sharing income. So she is my other side hustle.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like
I get what you're saying. It's a weird way to say it, but I get what you're saying.
I can't take. I'm so happy if it goes through that there is no more TikTok, because I love it. And I catch myself on it when I don't need to be. And then I feel bad because my wife, she does the same shit on Reels, but for some reason, TikTok, she just never got into. But I hate all these young people making so much money, and I feel like it's passed by me. Like it's getting to the rear view mirror. If it's not already there, I'm like saying that it's not, but if it's not already there, of all that money that can be made on social. And I feel so bad about that. We're not trying to do that.
We're not day trading or whatever.
Yeah. Day trading, doing something. Well, like that, that Bobby, whatever her name is, she kind of disappeared a little bit. What's her name? Bobby Allstoff or whatever.
Yeah.
In the beginning stages, when she started making the videos and all that, she was making $300,000 a year. And she's like, and that wasn't enough. So she makes way more than that now. And
Yeah.
that's fucking wild.
That is crazy.
It's just these young kids can make all of this money, and you feel so bad. Like you hope to God, because they're not supposed to. That's not how life works. That is not so. Your daughter's new boyfriend shouldn't make more than you, because they're playing Fortnite in their bedroom. That's not how that works.
It's not supposed to, no. But it's how it is now.
It's so odd, man.
Did you see the story about the guy who he told his son, him and his wife told their son, fake plants or coffee, cool. Told their son, hey, when you graduate high school, we will double whatever you save up for a car. Pretty standard thing that parents will say.
Yeah.
Well, he had about like $5,000 when he turned 16, and now he turned 18, and he played the stock market, and he has $35,000. And the dad is like, I'm not doing that. I'm not paying.
Absolutely not. Unbelievable. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I didn't have the opportunity. Well, maybe. I don't know. The internet was so it was so new. It was just like see boobs. Now you get to see boobs plus do all this other stuff.
Yeah, the boobs are giving you like day trading advice.
Yes. It's
but
so annoying. This is why I'm going in the new year. I got like this last few days. The new year, man, new me. I'm just accepting what's in front of me. This is because it's not like I don't have, we have a great little life here, but Gary V's telling me to sell my silverware. Why do I have so many spoons? I can make more. Right. So it's just,
No, I hear you.
I mean? You feel me?
I hear you. 100%. I got you on that.
Yeah, I mean, you understand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm no. Don't do Gary V stuff.
Oh.
No. I want my spoons. I don't want to feel bad about having spoons. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like, he's telling me to go sell them to make more money. Like he was just on there bitching. He knows people that are doing the, what does he call it? The sales game, not the sales game. He called it
drop.
No. Like buying it, like going to Goodwill and.
Oh yeah. Thrifting or whatever.
Yeah, he says he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's like, how? I got one Goodwill I can go to in Grafton and West Bend. That's a ways.
Yeah, there's so much. Like we did it. Like Kayla and I did it for a minute there, where we would go to that Goodwill outlet store so you can make even more.
Sure, right? Because it's like kind of grab and go, right? Like you're
grab and go. And it's by weight. It's not by like quality of shit. So you can find some good shit and not pay anything for it, and you can make like we made a few $100s doing it, right?
Okay. So you go in there. They got these bins, right? And it's kind of like a storage wars thing, right? Where everybody's
pretty
like
much.
3, 2, 1, go. Do you get to find a bin that you want to go through?
Yeah, I mean, they're all just kind of sitting out there, and then they bring out new bins. That's when they do the 3, 2, 1 thing. And then you rummage through that shit. And you can find good shit, but
do people steal shit out of your cart?
No, you keep your cart on you at all times.
Sure,
but
sure.
I haven't seen it.
So you load up your cart, then they go do it by weight. So you get out of there. Like, what is the most you spend in probably when you walk out of there?
We've done like 2 carts worth of shit and spent like $60.
What do you think the profit you made out of that group of shit that you sold online?
Probably like $200 or $300
on profit. So would you have to do that? Do they do that every day?
I mean, yeah, you should. If you want that to be your side, if you want to make
do Goodwill. I'm sorry, does Goodwill do that every day?
Oh yeah, yep, that place is open every day.
So do you believe, with your experience of doing that, do you think you could make $300? Not saying that you got to ship this all out and you make it that day, but I'm saying your take home, you think you could make a couple $100 a day with the take home of shit from Goodwill? I'm saying you take it home and you're like, well, I got at least $200 worth of profit here. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe.
No kidding.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot though. I bet you on average you would make probably $100 a day, just because some of it's real shit.
So you could say, you could go, if you were out of a job, completely 100% out of a job, could you do that to make a living and get by and feed your family and stuff? Because you would start getting better and better at it, right? You would start seeing what you would grab. Or is it too risky to do that?
It's real risky. It's got to be like what most people do, real job, and then do that side hustle until you get good enough to not do that. Like that dude that was buying furniture on Marketplace and stuff. Like he just started doing it. And now he has a warehouse, where he keeps all of his furniture. Because it just got better and better.
So could you see if you did that daily running out of space? Because you'd be constantly bringing shit home, and then you got to wrap it and sell it. So you probably wouldn't be getting a weekly paycheck, right?
Because you'd have to pay it out. You'd sell a bunch. I don't know how it would work. No, it wouldn't be like a weekly paycheck. Like maybe one week you'd make like $1,000. And then the next week you might make $200,
right? So you wouldn't if you lost all your gigs, would you be like, I got to go find another gig? I can't do this thrifting.
100% that one. No, I'm not thrifting.
Maybe a single man's game, no family.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
crazy.
A little easier that way. A little bit more like you're okay to struggle. Like right now,
you think bigger city would
a little harder.
You think bigger city would?
Oh, yeah, bigger city, you definitely have more options.
Yeah. Interesting, man. Yeah. Crazy. I got I watched a movie, and it's if you want to switch gears here, unless you want to talk a little bit more.
No, I also watched a movie.
I mean, again, that Goodwilling sounds so easy, and like you don't need college for it. Tetanus shots probably. When people be biting
you. Good insurance.
Yeah, but it just seems. But this is what I mean. A rich person yelling at you, saying how easy it is, and you're not doing it. And you're like, why am I not doing something that's so easy? But then when you do it, you find out, oh man, I'm not cut out for this.
Yeah, none of it's easy. Like you can just walk in and just start making money. It's easy from a perspective side of things. Like it's easy because all you're doing is selling clothes online. You know, it's not like you can work an hour and a half a day and make enough money to do anything you want. It's easy because you're working 10 hours a day, but it doesn't feel like it. Like, because you probably go to that Goodwill, you probably spend 6 to 8 hours at the Goodwill getting shit.
Wow. But then you got to store it. Then you got to wrap it.
Then you got to wash it. You got to clean it. You got to market it. You got to put it out. You got to keep it organized in some way to find.
You know what that is?
Fucking Tiffany wants to buy a fucking shirt. You got to find that shirt.
Stay at home mom. Oh, yeah, you're right. I was thinking just like 3 things. No, if you got just a shit ton of stuff, you got to figure out where that stuff is.
Yeah, there's organizing to it for sure.
Yeah, I think that's a stay-at-home mom kind of ordeal when the kids are at school, what I'm saying. Not like in the beginning stages when the kids are at school. Perfect. Hey, hun. Hey, babe. While you're out walking around and, risking your life to deliver the United States Postal Service, the mail for the customers, can I borrow your truck? So I can go pick up a dresser. We're going to resell it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Steve says it's been about a year since you two been fired from the radio show. What are your thoughts about that?
Oh, we did a show the year we got fired, or the day we got fired. It's fine. It is what it is.
Has it been about a year? No, it's been over a year now.
It's been a year and a month now. It's been 13 months.
13 months. My thoughts, I can't believe it's been this. I can't believe it went by that fast.
Yeah.
Also, another thought that I have is it's scary to think that I've been outside of radio that long. Even though I have no oomph to want to get back into it, it's scary because it's like you said, the longer you're out of it, the less likely people are calling and going, Jesus, you guys been out of it for a year and a half? Amazing.
Yeah.
We want to hire you today. You know, the less experience you're getting further and further away from your craft. So it's like,
yeah, the resume looks a little different every month. It looks a little different.
I mean, maybe saying that we've been doing a podcast for the years, like, oh,
helps, but
it helps. But then you're like, also, we have another job. So they're like, oh, so it's not successful. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, so those are my two thoughts on it is, I can't believe it's been over a year. And also it's a little scary being away from it. Just if you ever wanted to get back into it, which again, I have no want to. It's just weird because I think it's just ingrained into me a little bit. I don't want to speak for you, but it's just ingrained. Yeah, where it's like I gotta have my, like, that's why that website's still up. Like, I haven't got rid of the website that has all the demos and shit on it. I don't know if I want to I'm not ready to hit delete on that. Like I told my wife, I'm like, paying for that thing that has basically all of the resume and demos and all the shit we've done and all of that. It's a resume for online, but it's fucking badass. And I'm like, I can't get rid of it. I don't know why. She's like, are you ever getting back? And I'm like, I highly doubt I'll ever get back into radio. I'm going to continue doing this because I really enjoy it. And she's like, well, just hit delete. And I'm like, I can't for some reason. I can't say that it's gone 100%, even though I can say that I'm never getting back into it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like if we didn't want to do something like radio ever again, I don't think we'd do this.
You mean, we would just stop doing this?
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
Maybe. I do. I will tell you,
I enjoy doing this. I like the creative outlet of it. I like the extra cash that we get from it. And it keeps us a little sharp on the off chance that something happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I don't really consider it I never look at this as creative. And I know it is, but it's different. Like when I look at radio, like
creative.
Yeah, the old 2000s radio, that like when you're creating the fake bits and all that, I feel like that's really creative, coming up with the storylines and in really working that creative. This is, to me, a lot of just getting on here and chatting, which is great too. And it's a different creative. It's a different outlet to bullshit. Yeah, would I get back into it? Maybe. It would have to be like the perfect.
It had to be a good scenario.
Yeah, because this sure is scary, dude.
Yeah.
It's I will tell you this. Yeah, I love not worrying about a job.
That's nice.
Hey, if you want more of this, we got you covered. Follow the link below for our Patreon. Also check out our Instagram and our Facebooks. We would love to have you part of the community.